We have two major eclipses coming up in the month of March. Eclipses are the most significant event that takes place in the sky. That's because during an eclipse, literally, it is the death and rebirth of either the sun or the moon. Astronomically, what happens during an eclipse, the sun, the moon, and the earth, they're all aligned in the same line, in a straight line. Sun is our soul, moon is our mind, and earth is our body. So this is alignment of our mind, body, and soul. So it's easy to go within, to awaken the spiritual power. And also, this is the time of transformation and change. As I said, it's the death and the rebirth of the sun or the moon. And so eclipses can bring a lot of endings or cleansing and then new beginnings. So it's a very, very powerful energy, powerful transformation. It depends where it's taking place, which house it's taking place, what's your rising sign or your moon sign. So we'll look at all of those. Before we go there, we have our beginners course starting on March 18th. If you're interested, you can join VedicAstrology.com. Very powerful. It's the whole purpose of these courses is to find your purpose, your true calling. And then we have our next live stream coming up on this Thursday, that is February 8th. And then we also have a free webinar. There also I'll discuss how to find your purpose. That'll be on February 15th. It's a free webinar. Don't miss on that. You can sign up on the website. So let's discuss all of the 12 signs, how these two powerful eclipses will impact all of us. So this is what's going on for the sign of Aries. Now, this particular video on eclipses, you can actually see either from your rising sign, Lagna, or from your moon sign. And especially the lunar eclipse, you can see from the moon sign also. Now, the thing is, in general, the difference between the rising sign and the moon sign is you will feel, the energy more in your mind if you look at the moon sign, but external manifestation, how things will pan out externally in the physical plane, that you want to see from the rising sign. So that's the difference. So for Aries, either Aries rising or Aries moon sign. This eclipse, so we have two eclipses. Lunar eclipse first, that'll be in the sign of Leo. Okay, so Leo is your fifth house for Aries people. That eclipse is taking place on this particular exact moment. That is the peak of the eclipse. You can see for India and US, and it'll be at 29 degrees 44 minutes. So it's very, very sensitive. It's almost the edge of the degree. And then the solar eclipse will be March 29th, and that's the timing. And that'll be the middle of Pisces, where Saturn and Rahu and Mercury and Venus and Sun and Moon, all those six planets will be lined up in the sign of Pisces. So, first of all, lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse, it's the eclipse of the moon. That is our mind. So, and it takes place on a full moon. Okay, so full moon means overflow of nectar, excess of amrita, excess of emotions. So first caution is be very careful about emotional turmoil with respect to your children or romantic partner, and stay away from stock market, as in don't make any hasty decisions. Don't invest at the spur of the moment. So very careful in the stock market. Now, full moon is very creative. So this is absolutely fantastic time to do creative work. But there could be lots of emotional churning going on. Okay. Now, lunar eclipse is, that marks a cleansing. It's like a letting go, especially letting go of emotional baggage. It marks a turning point, a lunar eclipse. So that could be the things with respect to your fifth house. That means with your children in their life, or your connection with your children may undergo a cleansing phase, just letting go of what's not working out, and then new kind of relationship or something new in your children's lives. So letting go of the past, of the old habits, of the old emotions, emotional patterns. That'll be the energy of this eclipse. Same thing with your romantic partner. But so the best remedy, things you can do during the or before and after the lunar eclipse is focus on your creative work. Now, what happens is it's a cleansing phase, and it's, as I said, it's the death and the rebirth. So you get lots of clarity. After the eclipse, it becomes abundantly clear the way forward, the path ahead. You will gain a lot of clarity as to, the how to move forward. But the lunar eclipse, everything should be internalized, meaning go within deep meditation. You can do yagya, fasting, especially fasting is very good during eclipse. In fact, it is highly, highly recommended to do fasting at least few hours before the eclipse, 12 hours, they say. So that's the lunar eclipse. Now, solar eclipse will be taking place in your 12th house. This is the specific moment, the moment of the peak of the solar eclipse. The actual day is, it's Amavasya, the new moon. That's about 24 or 20 to 27 hours before this moment. That's the whole day of Amavasya, the new moon. So the solar eclipse will be in the middle of the sign of Pisces in your 12th house. Solar eclipse actually marks new beginnings. Um, so you'll get breakthroughs. Literally, you'll get breakthroughs into that area of life. So 12th house means maybe your connection with foreign people or some foreign projects will all of a sudden will land in your lap. So you get a lot of opportunities in that area. Then, because solar eclipse or any eclipse means the sun and moon and earth are aligned, and it's taking place in your 12th house of subconscious mind. So literally, this is spiritual awakening for you. You'll have access to the other planes of existence, your ancestors. So worshiping your ancestors for Aries people, extremely powerful. The whole of that day, anyway, Amavasya belongs to ancestors. That's the new moon belongs to ancestors that whole day. But especially because now it's eclipse also. So very powerful day for you to honor your ancestors. You can do tarpan. Tarpan is the ritual we do with water and black sesame seeds respect your own, pay homage to your ancestors, but do any, deep spiritual work going within. And then good thing is you can also give another recommendation would be to give donation to the ashrams or donation in a foreign country. But this will kick in, this will actually provide you breakthroughs in a lot of areas, especially related to investments also. So you'll get ideas where you should invest, what areas. So that'll be the clarity that you'll have. And so solar eclipse, in fact, marks a bold new beginning in some areas, which is the 12th house for you. Okay. So something to do with deep spiritual wisdom, subconscious mind, with the foreign countries, foreign travel, foreign people, foreign connections, and dealing with foreign subjects, studying foreign subjects, all of that will be activated right now. This will give you revelation. 12th house is also like a blind spot. It's the hidden things. So those things will come to surface. You'll gain visibility to a lot of things you may have ignored or were not available to you for see. And so that's the power of solar eclipse. It's still, it is the death and rebirth, meaning something will be let go of. But then this is a big, big start for something new, a new cycle for you. So that's for Aries rising and or actually Aries moon sign also. Watch the intro section. I have explained which one to see. And also just a reminder, we have a free live stream coming up and we have a free webinar coming up on February 15th. Also, we are starting the beginner's course mid-March. Absolutely fantastic course, very practical course. So that's for the sign of Aries. Let's go next to the sign of Taurus. Taurus Lagna or Taurus moon sign. Lagna means external manifestation, how you will see the results externally. If you look at the moon sign, that would mean how you feel things emotionally, mentally inside. So that's the difference. So because eclipse is all about the sun and the moon, so you can see from both this particular video. So this is the exact timing of both the eclipses. Usually, they always come in pairs, not usually always. Lunar eclipse followed by solar or the other way around. So lunar will be on March 13, 14. That's the exact moment of the peak of the eclipse. And then solar at the end of the month, March 29. So first of all, lunar eclipse in your fourth house. Lunar eclipse means excess of emotions. So there could be emotional churning in your home front. You have to be very, very careful. It's a very sensitive period for your household. Like just too much emotional stuff might be going on. Same thing with your mother also in her life or your connection with your mother. So be very gentle, be very calm, and perfect thing is to go within, do meditation, turn your home into an ashram. That's the lunar eclipse in the fourth house. It is basically giving you opportunity to let go of the emotional baggage, let go of the things that were not working out with respect to your fourth house. And then you'll get the clarity. So the eclipse actually, it just washes away. It's like washing away the dirt that's not working out, that's not needed anymore. And then you get a huge awareness and clarity. So in this case, you'll get clarity about the fourth house matters, which is also your inner happiness. So this is powerful for you, very transformative. You'll have a lot of insights into what makes you happy. Now, this is a very sensitive eclipse. This is no ordinary eclipse because it's taking place at 29 degrees 44 minutes. That's the edge of the sign. So, sun and moon both actually will be weak in a way, unstable, changing signs. So I cannot overemphasize how important it is to stay calm. There'll be emotional churning and transformation and overflow of flow of emotions. And so go within internal. Lunar eclipse is full moon. So that is all about going within. Okay, so that's the areas. And then also stay away from any major decisions or investments with respect to real estate, or avoid buying a new vehicle, at least during this period of eclipses. So that's the lunar eclipse. Now, solar eclipse, that is a different kind of energy. Solar eclipse gives us breakthroughs. Solar eclipse is like a bold beginning of something fantastic, something new. So this is also, of course, yes, you let go of some things, but then this is new moon. New moon gives birth to something new. So with respect to your 11th house, first of all, this may give you really powerful friendships, new friendships. You may shine on social media. This may give you breakthrough in terms of your income. This could be powerful. Like you may have a new source of income, or your income from the current profession could actually increase a lot. And so this is the time for also re-evaluating your desires. 11th house is our desires. So the eclipse will sort of cut everything that's not needed, uh, and just do lots of meditation, lots of deep meditation for both the eclipses. That is, for everybody. And but one remedy, specific remedy for Taurus would be on the day of solar eclipse or the next day also, you can give monetary donation because the 11th house is finances. Okay, so or do something for your friends or your older siblings. So those would be some additional remedies for Taurus people. In addition to the normal remedies we do for all eclipses, which is don't go out, don't eat at least 12 hours before the eclipse, and then stay, do meditation, yagyas, chanting, and donations and stuff. So that's all uh, recommended. So that's for the sign of Taurus. We have a live webinar coming up this Saturday, February 8th, and also a free webinar um, about how to find your purpose, how to see what's your DNA, what's your true calling. So that'll be on February 15th. And then we have the beginner's course starting mid-March. If you're interested in learning, you can join on my website, VedicAstrology.com. So that's for the sign of Taurus. Next is Gemini. And this you could see from Gemini rising. That will give you the external manifestation, or from Gemini moon sign. That'll give you how you feel emotionally, how you feel the energy of the eclipses at an emotional level. So you can see from both, but because eclipses are, especially lunar eclipse, you can see from the moon for sure. So this is the exact timing. This is the peak of both the eclipses, and the Amavasya, or the full moon. that one full day, the tithi, so the actual day starts 24 to, you can say 20 to 27 hours before this. But that's the peak. So these days are very, very sensitive because especially this lunar eclipse, sun and moon will be at 29 degrees 44 minutes. So very shaky, very unstable, both the sun and the moon. And lunar eclipse is excess of emotions, emotional overflow. So first of all, be very careful dealing with your younger siblings. Secondly, dealing with your friends also, very close friends who are as close as your siblings. And then also same thing, extra caution when dealing with your neighbors. Now, there could be emotional outpour in terms of marketing or sales, or in your networking events. There could be a lot of emotional churning going on. So stay away from any drama with respect to all of that, the marketing, sales, or reaching out to people. Now, lunar eclipse is the time, it's the death and rebirth of the moon, right? So it's a time of letting go of some things, energy that's not working for us, and embracing the new. So it's that means in the area of communication, marketing, sales, uh, there could be some old ways of doing things that are not working out. So this is time to let go of those. And the eclipse will give you abundant clarity and awareness as to what to do. And that's the beauty of eclipse. So you got to just stay calm. That's emotional overflow is there, but then you'll get all the clarity and fresh beginnings. Then we have the solar eclipse taking place in your 10th house. This will overhaul your career. Solar eclipse actually is powerful. It gives you breakthroughs, like big aha moments. So you know, like bold new beginnings. That's solar eclipse. So this will kickstart a new phase in your career, in your profession, in your job. So either in the same company or same business or something new totally. But this will give you powerful results, positive results for your career. But yes, you have to let go of the past. Some things from the past you have to let go. But eclipse is gives you the power and the energy and this leadership skills to go out and do your thing, take action, stand for your belief system. So that's all. It's making you very strong basically. So 10th house matters means your career you'll have huge opportunities, and you just need to stay true to yourself because it's the sun, our soul, is getting eclipsed. So we may have self-doubt or lack of confidence. So those overcome those, and then do things, big things, as a leader in your 10th house, in the area of your career and profession. Next is the sign of Cancer. Now you can look at the Cancer as a rising sign, but also moon sign, both. If you look at the rising sign, that is how things will manifest externally. If you look at the moon sign, if you look at Cancer moon sign, then that means that is how you will feel things inside emotionally. So there's going to be two eclipses, a lunar eclipse followed by a solar eclipse. This is the exact moment, the peak of the eclipse. And that tithi, the lunar day, it starts about 20 to 27 hours before the actual peak of the eclipse. So that's the sensitive period. Now this eclipse is extra sensitive, the lunar one especially, because actually both, because the lunar eclipse, sun and moon both are going to be 29 degrees 44. So very unstable. They're changing signs at the edge of the sign, at the end of the sign. So there will be something of letting go. There'll be some endings with respect to your second house matters. So which is your speech, the food that you eat, the wealth, the family, accumulated resources. So there will be huge transformation, big changes. Now, there is one caution. Lunar eclipse means excess of emotions, overflow of emotions. So you have to be careful how you deal with your kutumba, which is your family, how you deal with your finances, not to make decisions emotionally. Very, very important, because there'll be emotional turmoil, emotional churning going on in your second house matters. Okay. So, but the eclipse will give you lots of clarity. So it is overflow of emotions and letting go of things that are not serving you. But then at the end of the day, you get full clarity. That's also astronomical because Earth and the Sun and the Moon, they're aligned in the same direction. So our body, mind, and soul, they are totally aligned. For Cancer people, it's very important to pay attention to your communication, speech. You may be very, very emotional in your speech. So keep an eye for that. And then a powerful remedy for Cancer would be food donation, literally on that day or previous day or the next day. That's lunar eclipse in the second house. At the same time, the solar eclipse, of course, is taking place in your ninth house. And solar eclipse gives you breakthroughs. It's like the bold, new ways of doing things. So you'll have a lot of these revelations and ideas and clarity in your spiritual path. Or you may go, start something very different versus where you're at right now in terms of your spiritual path. Okay. So you may meet new teachers. You may yourself become a teacher, a guru. You may go long distance travels for spiritual purposes. Now, remember the effects of eclipse could be felt like even 6 months after the eclipse. So doesn't mean things will happen overnight. Uh, um, but be careful dealing with your gurus because there could still be misunderstandings because the sun is eclipsed. The sun is our clarity and our self-confidence. So all those things would be under pressure. But then you'll gain lots of insights, a lot of breakthroughs, aha moments will be there with respect to the ninth house matters. So that's for the Cancer sign, and especially the lunar eclipse is going to be very, very sensitive for you. It's your either the Lagna Lord or the Rashi Lord. So that is undergoing eclipse. So very sensitive period. So that's for Cancer sign. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. And also, if you want to learn astrology, we have a beginner's course starting March 18th. You can sign up on my website, VedicAstrology.com. So that's the Cancer sign. Next is Leo. For Leo, very sensitive period, of course. First of all, the lunar eclipse will be taking place in your Lagna or the moon sign, whichever you're looking at. So you can see actually from both, the Lagna will give you the results externally, the physical results. If you look at the moon sign, that'll show you the results at the mental level, how you feel things inside. That's the difference. So you can see from both, but from Leo, lunar eclipse in your first house, you could this is emotional overflow. You may have emotional turmoil, this excess of emotions. So be very, very careful. Be gentle on yourself. There is a tendency that you may be too harsh on yourself during this eclipse. So stay away from that strictness. But this is Phoenix rising, little deep transformation, because eclipse is the time of letting go of something and then embracing the new. So this is like letting go of your old self and embracing the new one. The first house represents yourself, your being, your personality. And so you'll be a new person after this eclipse. A very positive development where you'll have all the clarity and awareness about who you are, your personality. That is the first house matters. So, and you'll also have better clarity about your health, what's going on. Those things will be the primary focus for the lunar eclipse. And this is the exact moment of the eclipse. So those 2 days are very powerful, very important for spiritual work and sadhana. Then we have the solar eclipse taking place in your eighth house. That is literally eighth house is change and transformation. Eclipse is change and transformation. Eclipse is also like aha moments, this breakthrough sort of discoveries. And so among all the 12 signs, Leo will feel this churning or the transformation more than any other sign. Uh, Nothing short of spiritual awakening. You will have access to the deep esoteric wisdom. So this is a good time actually to enroll in some courses, learn esoteric wisdom, astrology, but most importantly, go within, do your meditation. So you'll be given all the secrets of the universe. You'll have answers to all the questions related to the universe. Now, also be careful with respect to inheritance, shared resources, shared wealth. There could be some scandals or scheming going on there. Eighth house solar eclipse going on. but there'll be breakthroughs. You'll have new beginnings, some powerful opportunities in those areas. So it's a powerful time, very positive for specific opportunities, especially in the area of inheritance or shared wealth and finances. So that's the Leo sign of Leo, could be rising or moon sign. If you want to learn astrology, go deeper, you can join our courses. We have beginner's course, 18th of March. You can sign up on the website, VedicAstrology.com. Next is the sign of Virgo. So we have Virgo rising or Virgo moon sign. You can see from both. Rising sign shows you the external reality, the physical reality. The moon sign shows you how you feel it inside in your mind at the emotional level. So for Virgo, the lunar eclipse taking place in your 12th house. 12th house, so that could be a lot of emotional stuff, emotional churning, overflow of emotions with respect to your dreams, like, your sleep may be impacted, or dealing with foreign people, foreign subjects, foreign, for anything related to foreigners or foreign projects. All of that, you have to be very careful. There could be emotional stuff going on. But lunar eclipse is the time for letting go of old patterns, letting go of what's not working, and starting fresh gives you a new perspective. So you'll have lots of clarity and awareness with respect to the 12th house matters. A lot of secrets will be revealed to you because 12th house is the blind spot. It's the hidden things. It's the subconscious mind. So you have to be, you'll be presented with lots of information, lots of things that were hidden earlier from your perspective, from your view. So that's good thing. A lot of, and at the spiritual level, a lot of revelations. This is the subconscious mind, 12th house. So your subconscious mind will be absolutely awakened because the earth and the sun and the moon, all three are in a straight line during eclipse. So, go on a retreat, give lots of donations to the priests or the temples or in a foreign country. Also, look at your investments. Do not make any emotional decisions with respect to your investments. That is the 12th house as well. Then we have solar eclipse will be taking place in your seventh house. There'll be some bold new beginnings. There'll be some breakthroughs, aha moments. Oh, with respect to your relationships, with respect to your partnerships, how you deal with your partners, how you manage your partnerships, and how you, in fact, you may actually have lots of opportunities like new people. You may have new relationships coming your way. But then also because sun will be eclipsed, so you have to be careful that there are no hidden agenda or things behind your back, and those kinds of energies might be there. And this is no ordinary eclipse. Both of these are extraordinary. Why? Because lunar eclipse is taking place when sun and moon will be 29 degrees 44 minutes. So both of them will be weak, sun and the moon. So very sensitive period. And then the solar eclipse, 6 planets will be there during the solar eclipse. So that means lots of energy will be concentrated on this one sign. And so that makes this eclipse very, very powerful. So this could be very positive for people who are, uh, getting into maybe more spiritual partnerships. So this will totally um, give you like high uh, quality partnerships. Uh, so remedies, same usual remedies for any eclipse, but for Virgo, you can do more spiritual work with your partner together, both of you. If you do, that'll be a perfect remedy for the solar eclipse in the seventh house. So that's for Virgo, sign of Virgo. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe, and also join courses, VedicAstrology.com. So next is Libra. Libra rising, Libra ascendant, or Libra moon sign, depending on Libra rising. If you want to look at the external physical manifestation, physical results, or if you want to look at the moon sign, that means it's how you perceive in your mind. It's a deeply at the emotional level. So Libra rising, this eclipse, first of all, lunar eclipse in your 11th house. This is the exact moment of the peak of the eclipses. Okay, so 11th house eclipse means be very careful on social media. Don't be emotionally charged when responding to people and all. So because lunar eclipse is the overflow of emotions, the excess of nectar. But it will, and it's also time to let go of some things that were not working in the past. And so maybe let go of some friendships, let go of some ways, doing things online. So embrace the new. You'll have clarity, you'll have awareness a lunar eclipse will give you 100% clarity as to which direction to go to with respect to the 11th house matters. So same, and also for your finances, for your income, that is 11th house. Uh, like complete change and transformation, maybe letting go of old ways of things. So literally that could mean maybe losing job or something, but then it'll give you clarity and new opportunities. So that's the powerful transformation of the lunar eclipse. Then we have solar eclipse taking place in the sixth house. You have to take care of your health, pay extra attention to your health, but you'll have like these breakthrough moments, these aha moments in terms of your health, how to take care of your health. So you'll be guided, you'll have this wisdom, intuition from within, because sun, moon, and the earth all are going to be in the straight line. So the our soul, our mind and body will be aligned. So first of all, breakthroughs in your health. Secondly, breakthroughs in your career, in your job. You'll have new ideas, you'll have more leadership, you'll have this bold new beginning of some important phase in your life, in your job. Then this is also powerful for volunteer service. You can help other people. Uh, Try to stay away from any like legal battles, or any these arguments, or literally dealing with the enemies and stuff. There could lots of uh, like lack of clarity. Things may be hidden. Literally, sun is getting eclipsed by the nodes. But it's a great time for self-reflection. All the six shadripus, the inner weaknesses, wash away your all the six inner weaknesses by doing lots of sadhana, lots of tapasya, lots of chanting, yagyas, donation, and then solar eclipse will give you lots of clarity. So that's for the sign of Libra. Could be rising Libra or Libra moon sign. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. And also, if you want to learn astrology, you can join our courses, VedicAstroAmid.com. Next. So now we have Scorpio Lagna or Scorpio moon sign. Lagna, you can see if you want to see the external manifestation. The moon sign, you can see if you want to see the impact at the emotional level. So this is the peak time of the two eclipses. And then, so lunar eclipse is taking place in your 10th house, and solar eclipse is taking place in your 5th house. So first, the lunar eclipse. This is going to be very sensitive, extra sensitive versus other previous eclipses, because sun and moon both will be 29 degrees 44 minutes. That makes them very unstable or weak. So lots of emotional churning, emotional turmoil in your profession, in your work. And so be very careful, stay calm, don't react or overreact. Just don't engage in any arguments or any issues at work. Otherwise, there will be lots and lots of emotional issues with your business or your work. Uh, and then also, this is time to let go of some things of the past. So the way you've been doing things in your career, in your profession, you have to sort of overhaul, think of new ways of doing things. Uh, be more innovative, but the eclipse will give you all the clarity and awareness that you need. And also stay away from any arguments or issues with the authorities. Very important, because that could trigger into like an emotional uh, turmoil. Then we have solar eclipse in the 5th house. Solar eclipse will give you breakthroughs and bold new beginnings. So you may meet some new people in terms of romantic relationship. You may also have good connection, renewed connection with your children, or they may have powerful beginnings in their own life. So wonderful time for children, very powerful, very innovative. So give birth to a lot of creative projects, creative ideas. Basically, this is the day for you to just contemplate and think of the big, major, massive projects and initiatives in your life, and also be very creative. Give birth, literally give birth to something. That's the solar eclipse in the 5th house. Stay away from any risky decisions, like risky bets in the stock market, stuff like that. This is not a financial advice, but still just the energy. Play very safe during the eclipse, because sun is eclipsed. Is the, our uh, sun is the truth. Sun is the our soul. So you may lack clarity, but right after the eclipse, that's when we get this sort of breakthroughs and new beginnings. So very powerful energy. Make use of this and do the regular remedies for all eclipses that we generally do. It'll give you a lot of blessings. So that's for the sign of Scorpio. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And also join courses. If you want to learn astrology, join our beginners course starting May 18th on my website. You can sign up, vedicastroamit.com. Next, we have Sagittarius. Could be Lagna or moon sign. Lagna means external physical manifestation, reality. Moon sign means how you feel, perceive emotionally. So, Sagittarius, this lunar eclipse will be taking place in your ninth house and solar eclipse in the fourth house. These are the exact moments of the peak of the eclipse. Ninth house lunar eclipse means emotional churning with respect to your gurus, with this respect to your sangha, or with your father. So stay away from any emotional this arguments or discussions with your gurus, with your teachers, with your father, with your sangha. Uh, and then also it's like excess of emotions in that area. And also there may be like cutting off or letting go of old ways of doing things, or your connection with the gurus may change completely. It could be overhaul, or you may disconnect from certain gurus and then connect with the new ones. So cleansing, lots of cleansing with respect to the ninth house matters. But at the end of the day, then you'll have lots of clarity and awareness. That's what the lunar eclipse does. It's excess of emotions. It just wants you to get rid of some things so that you can make way for the new and fresh. And then also same thing with your spiritual path. You may undergo, a deep transformation in terms of your spiritual beliefs. So that's lunar eclipse in your ninth house. And then we have solar eclipse on March 29th in your fourth house. You will have huge awakening in terms of your inner happiness. Fourth house is inner happiness, and sun, wherever it goes, it illuminates that area. And this is no ordinary sun transiting, this is the solar eclipse happening. Okay. So in your home, do lots of meditation, do lots of Gayatri mantra. In your home, turn it into like a meditation place, or have a lot of spiritual discussions. And then also, you may have new ideas about real estate investments and buying a new vehicle. So just contemplate, go within, and then solar eclipse will be very powerful for you. So that's what's happening for the sign of Sagittarius. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And next we will go to Capricorn rising. Actually, Capricorn. So this is Capricorn Lagna or Capricorn moon sign. Lagna means external physical reality. Moon sign means how you perceive things in your mind. So you can look from both. Now, this eclipse will be, this is the exact moment of the peak of the both the eclipses. And so lunar eclipse will be taking place in your eighth house, solar eclipse in your third house. Eighth house lunar eclipse, there could be lots of emotional churning, lots of purging, cleansing, letting go of emotions and these, uh, you know, hidden emotions and things like that. So but this is like awakening of your eighth house of your moksha trikona. This will give you fantastic insights into your connection with the universe. Go deep, studies, do some astrology or any esoteric subjects, give donations, but lots and lots and lots of meditation going within. There is no other way. You have to connect with the inner self, and the eclipse is giving you a powerful opportunity to do that. You may have to let go of some things, letting go of ego, or your perception about yourself, or some things with respect to your inheritance, or the way you manage other people's money. So any of the eighth house matters, those will undergo like an overhaul. So you let go of the old, the things that were not working out for you, and give way to something new. uh, at the same time, solar eclipse in the third house, that means you'll have breakthroughs in terms of your communication, marketing skills, sales, connection with your younger siblings, or with your very close friends, or with your neighbors. So there'll be bold new beginnings in those areas. You'll have huge opportunities your way, fantastic like aha moments. And then this is very powerful time for you to highly recommend that you learn some new skills, develop some new skills. That is the third house. Third house is also the house of Parakram, and is the strength and the courage. So this eclipse will, sun will be eclipsed. That's also our self-esteem and self-awareness. So those things may be compromised. Like, so you have to be careful not to get frustrated or angry dealing with the day-to-day challenges. That's one possibility. But this is time for you to rise and shine in the third house. Uh, there'll be clarity, there'll be awareness, there'll be breakthroughs, as I said, in the third house matters. But after the process of like death and renewal, after this huge transformation. It won't be easy, but it'll be like purging of the old and giving way to the new. So that's the Capricorn sign. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe, and also join our course if you want to learn astrology, find your purpose, find your true calling, meaning of life, and what's your DNA, what's your purpose. All of that we discuss in our beginner's course, VedicAstrology.com. Next is the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius could be rising or could be Aquarius moon. If you look at the rising sign, that gives you the results, how things will be on a physical external plane. Whereas if you see from the moon sign, that's how you perceive things. That's how emotionally you'll feel that transit. So you can see from both, but this one I'm saying both because it's the lunar and the solar eclipse. Mainly the sun and the moon are involved. So you can look from the moon sign also. So Aquarius rising or Aquarius moon sign, lunar eclipse will be taking place in your seventh house, and then solar eclipse in your second house. This is the specific moment of the peak of the eclipse, and so you have to see at least a day before that, start doing meditation and fasting and things like that. Those are general recommendations for all eclipses, but these two eclipses this year, they are very sensitive because first of all, lunar eclipse is taking place when sun and moon will be 29 degrees 44 minutes, so very unstable. They're changing signs. So when a planet is changing signs, it's called Sandhi. So it's very, very unstable energy. So there could be lots of emotional churning in your relationships. The biggest advice for Aquarius is be calm in your relationships. Otherwise, there could be a lot of emotional stuff going on. But also, it's time of letting go of the old belief system with respect to your relationships. Okay, so literally there could be like change of partner or just letting go of that mentality or perspective when it comes to your relationships. So it's renewal, rejuvenation, so clarity and awareness will dawn upon you after the eclipse, but only after this transformative process. So that's the lunar eclipse. Then solar eclipse taking place in the second house. That means you'll have bold, new, beginnings in terms of your finances, huge opportunity, big breakthroughs. Six planets will be concentrated here, so you'll have the blessings of all of those. Um, Something to do with how you make money, how you grow your finances long term. You'll have breakthroughs in that area. Also good for speech, using your Vishuddha chakra, your speech, power of speech. Solar eclipse here with six planets. This is completely activating your speech. Work on your speech, and then of course your diet also. So this is a good time to focus on making your diet very sattvic, very dharmic, if possible. So that's what's happening for the sign of Aquarius. Now, this is huge opportunities, but always eclipses are wild cards. Be careful emotionally, especially be very strong. And then the usual recommendations for every eclipse: don't go outside, do meditation, yagyas, chanting, donations, all of that. So that's Aquarius rising or Aquarius moon sign. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe, and also uh, hit the bell icon so you get the notifications. And if you want to learn astrology, you can join our courses. The beginners course is starting on March 18th. You can sign up on the website, VedicAstrology.com. And also, if you're interested, so there's a free webinar on 15th of February, Saturday, where we'll discuss how to find your purpose. It's going to be fantastic. We'll explain with the charts and stuff. And then also this coming Saturday, February 8th, we're having a live stream where we read charts of the audience, live readings. So that's the sign of Aquarius. Then we have Pisces. Pisces Lagna or Pisces moon sign. Lagna means how things will manifest externally. Moon sign means emotionally how things will be. So how you'll feel the transit, that is moon sign. How things externally perceive, you see the things manifest in the physical world. That is the Lagna. So the lunar eclipse will be there in your sixth house, followed by solar eclipse in your Lagna. So very sensitive period. First of all, this lunar eclipse, sun and moon both will be 29 degrees 44 minutes. So that means they're both going to be unstable. So sixth house matters. You have to pay extra attention to your health. There could be emotional, transformation completely. And then at your job also, be calm, stay stable in your job. If you're 9 to 5 kind of a job, that's sixth house. So otherwise, there could be lots of emotional churning going on. So pay attention to health. Be very gentle at your workplace, and then also this is not the time to deal with the enemies or any legal issues. So if you can postpone, that'll be great. Otherwise, just do meditation and don't take any emotional decisions. Now remember, lunar eclipse is time to let go of old patterns, old ways of doing things. So you may start new health routine. You may start even new job. Maybe there could be a change in your profession or job. That's very much possible. And then also change in, the way you do deal with your enemies and stuff like that. But also important thing is, one other thing is, don't take on any new loans if possible during this time period. That's very important. Then we have solar eclipse taking in your lagna, complete transformation of you, who you are, phoenix rising. You'll be a new person after this eclipse. Solar eclipse means breakthroughs. Solar eclipse means, very bold new initiatives. So you'll discover who you are. You'll be very, very confident after the eclipse, and then you'll have uh, a renewed focus on your physical body, on your health, on your immunity. That's all the first house matters. It won't be easy though, so because it's literally, watch the intersection also, it's literally the death and the rebirth of the sun and the moon. So letting go of old patterns, only then you can embrace the new. So new will not come unless if you're still holding on to the old patterns. So that's the energy. But this is very, very deeply transformative for you, especially for your physical body. If you are looking from the rising sign, or complete transformation of your mind, the way you feel, emotions, all those will undergo a huge change and transformation if you're looking from the moon sign. So that's the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse for the sign of Pisces. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you want to learn astrology, we are starting a new beginners course March 18th, and we have a free webinar on February 15th. Uh, and that's going to be, we'll discuss the purpose of your life, how to find what is your DNA, what is your true calling. It'll be fantastic. It's a free webinar. And then we have live stream on February 8th as well. So thanks for watching. And may we all receive the blessings of the lunar and the solar eclipse.